When I landed my first job after college, I was making $52,000 a year, and that felt like jackpot. I had no kids, I had no rent. I lived with my parents still at the time, and suddenly all this disposable income. But here's what I didn't realize: feeling rich isn't the same as being rich or being financially secure. That feeling made me upgrade too fast. I got a nice car. I started eating out more, started dating more, and it all felt like this was me, right? $52,000, and I felt like I was rich until the debt piled up. I remember the first time I got out, pretty much when I went to go get my car, it was a 2019 Chevy Camaro SS. At the time, it was 2020, I think, so it was pretty new. It was in 2019. I got a VA. It was a beautiful car. Didn't see much in the streets. I'm from Wisconsin, so I had the car up in Wisconsin, and I felt like the man. I got all these compliments. People kept trying to get to know me, you know, and I felt like the urge to brag. I'm not even kidding. I felt like I loved telling them what I did, and all I did was work in IT. But I didn't come from money, so for me, this was a pretty big deal. $52,000. Looking back now, it's nothing, right? Although I know it is a good amount, especially for the average, but at the time, for what I was doing, I was spending the money so recklessly. Like how $52,000 would never, like I would be okay for the rest of my life making 52K. That's how I felt. As my income grew, my spending grew with it as well. Every raise felt like permission to spend more. But here's the truth: if your expenses rise with your income, you're never going to build wealth. You really do have to set rules. Like, I don't upgrade my lifestyle until I've hit the savings goal or paid off this debt. Otherwise, you're chasing comfort now at the cost of freedom later. I was 22 at the time when this happened. I graduated college pretty early at 21. By 22, I had a $35,000 car, about $15,000 in debt. So I was about $50,000 in debt at the time. I'm now about to be 27, and I'm finally about to get out of debt 5 years later. And it wasn't just that Camaro, because the Camaro, I actually ended up selling it 9 months later. One, because I couldn't afford it, and two, because I wanted to get my own place. And that was literally getting in the way. So I actually ended up going from Wisconsin to Texas. I sold the car. I had another car. I had a Chevy Malibu. So that was my daily. But I'm about to be 27 now, and I'm finally about to pay off my car, which now a 2021 Lexus IS 350. But I also make more than double. I make about double than what I used to make. And it's so relieving. But also, I wonder where I could have been if I didn't buy that car, or if I actually invested everything that I had. Like I mentioned, I didn't come from money. My parents, they worked factory jobs. I think my combined, they probably make less than 50 or about $50,000 a year. So now where I'm at in life, I make six figures and I make about double at my young age. So financial literacy wasn't in, I didn't grow up with it. I didn't know. I saw them buy cars, they'll pay them off. I thought that was the way of life. I was perfectly okay with having a car payment the rest of my life until you realize that, you start making a little bit more money, you start spending things, and here, you buy another car, you get a nicer apartment at the sacrifice of what money really can buy. And what I'm realizing now is it can buy special moments with your family. It can buy gifts, although right, people shouldn't really love you for gifts, but maybe something you just want to give a gift to your mom or give a gift to your dad for Father's Day, right? For Christmas. I've never been able to do that because I couldn't afford it. But guess what? Here I am in my nice car, pretending and failing like I'm the man when I couldn't afford it. I could make the payments, but I couldn't afford the car. My bank account, my net worth was negative. My net worth finally hit positive about a year ago. And if I could go back, I'd automate savings from day one. I would drive a reliable car, not a flashy one. I learned how to feel content without blowing money to prove I was doing well. The earlier you build those habits, right, which is budgeting, investing, resisting impulse spending, the more they protect you when the money actually starts coming in. Sometimes I really believe God didn't make me rich at a young age because I've always had like entrepreneurial endeavors. So I've done YouTube. I've gotten pretty good success from YouTube, from gaming channels. Done photography, and I got pretty popular on Instagram for that. I've done had a coding TikTok. I got some traction on TikTok. There, I've always kind of had some type of entrepreneurial mindset. And sometimes I don't know, it just doesn't work out. And sometimes I think it's a blessing. I didn't know how to manage money. I didn't know how to actually control it. I won't let money control me. Start making a little bit of money. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna start pretending to be rich, especially when you're younger. I feel like I really cared what people thought about me. I thought, if I can seem to be rich, or if I can pretend to have nice things, people will look at me different. People will respect me more, and they might, but it shouldn't matter, right? The car shouldn't make me. I should make the car. People should be like, I should be able to being able to get out the car. People seeing me. Oh, that makes sense. Look at him. Looks right. He walks confident. He's in shape. Right? But I would say you don't need a car to make people perceive you that way. It's all about the way you talk, the way you walk, the way you just present yourself. Right? It's more about being rich versus pretending to be rich. And that's something I wish had someone tell me. I wish someone told me invest in the S&P 500. Don't worry about get rich quick schemes. Don't fall for those traps. I fall for them many, many times. You've gotten me nowhere. Lifestyle creep is sneaky because it doesn't feel like a mistake until years later. And I'm just now digging out of the mess I've been trying to look successful. So if you're in your 20s, make a plan to stick to it. Like, it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Now I budget. I literally budget every single thing pretty much all my income. So I make a certain amount of money, and I pay bills here, I pay bills here, I pay this, I pay that. And now I'm about to be out of debt. I'm probably going to. It almost feels like I'm giving myself a promotion. Once I'm done paying this car off, I'm gonna have like over $2,000 in income. It's like I gave myself a promotion just by paying off that debt. But I could have had that all along if I didn't fall for the trap, or if I just bought a car in cash. If you're in your 20s again, people don't really care what you drive. That's the truth. You might make some friends and stuff, but as soon as you sell that car, it's. I feel like people don't really care as much as you think people care. And after some time, that new car in your garage, it's gonna start hurting. It's gonna start affecting your sleep. I remember when I bought my car, I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep after like 6 months. I'm like, at first it was cool, right? Nice car. But after some time, I couldn't sleep anymore. I couldn't fathom that I had to pay $600 a month when I was making only $3,400 a month for my income. It just sucks. And that's why I'm making this video, to spread some awareness. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys are interested in money, career, leveling out without selling out, subscribe, guys, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.